Hey y'all. Okay, today is gonna be a little bit of a different video. I thought we would go inside Kroger here and walk around, and I'm gonna show you some things that I do buy and things that I don't buy. So, and why. We're gonna explain that. So I thought we're not gonna go on a grocery shopping haul today. We're just gonna go in here and see what they have and see if I can maybe give you a few little tips and tricks that you may or may not have thought of, that may or may not help you. These may completely not apply to you and your family, and if so, okay, that's fine. You know, every family is different, every person is different, everybody needs different things or likes different things. So if these don't apply to you, I'm sorry, it's not very helpful. But maybe there are some people that these might help. So for those people, this is for you. So let's run in Kroger and see what is going on. It is extremely hot today. The temperature is 104. Yeah, we are under an excessive heat warning until 8 p.m. tonight. So I hope you're staying in, staying cool. I hope wherever you are, it is not this hot. I'm gonna go in here where it's air conditioned and we're gonna shop around, and then I'm going home and put my feet up and drink some water. Okay, first things on the shelf that I come across is the instant oatmeal. I used to buy these, I don't anymore. Colson eats 2 of these pouches in 1 bowl of oatmeal. These are $1.79 for 10 pouches, so that's 5 bowls of oatmeal for him. I have learned that 1 serving of this, which is a half a cup of dry oatmeal, is the same amount as 2 of these pouches. And this is 30 servings of a half a cup. So this is 30 bowls of oatmeal. This is 5 bowls of oatmeal. This is $1.79. This store brand is $2.99 for the store brand. The Quaker brand is $5.99. This is the only flavor that Colson likes. So I put a spoonful of brown sugar and a swirl of syrup. He's happy camper. And I get the Quaker brand from Sam's, and it's way cheaper than this. Another item I don't buy, at least not on an everyday basis. I will if there is a big crowd going on, if we're having a party or a big huge family get together, then I will. But as far as everyday, we do not buy paper plates. That's $8 for those. We would go through those in 2 weeks time, and that would be $8 that I didn't need to spend, that I could have just washed my dishes. However, I do buy paper napkins, but not the really expensive ones. I buy the cheapo store brand because they're getting messed up and thrown in the trash for right now. But I'm looking into finding some good, decent cloth napkins and see if I can get like clearance ones. I don't really care what they look like, and just start washing and reusing napkins. I used to buy these. She was going through this package in 2 days. She would go through this whole thing in a day. I mean, she wouldn't eat it all, but like the pieces would come off, and what was left she was able to swallow. So you'd have to take it away and throw it in the trash. So I was wasting all of this money. So now we have this one. This actual one right here is her very favorite one, and she's had it for several months and she still likes it because this end will fit down inside. Well, we have the actual Kong, not this one, but the actual Kong one, and it will fit in here. So I shove peanut butter and snacks in there, and then I take this and shove it in there and stir it all around and leave it, and she has to get this out and to get to her treat, and then it's also still covered in the, so that makes her chew on that more, and it's lasted way longer, and it's safer than these. Pre-brewed tea. Brew it at home, way cheaper. $4 for $5. That means you get this much. Only this much for $5. How much are potatoes, I wonder? Let's go see. Even $3. For what? 5-pound bag of potatoes? That's a lot of mashed potatoes that'll make for $3. Save the $2 and just boil them on the stove, people. You have to boil the water for the instant anyway. Here's another one that seems like it's a quick and easy and inexpensive, right, thing. Don't buy these pre-packed seasoning mixes. You can do that at home with all of the seasoning you already have. Now, yes, they have it here for $7, and yes, Sam's even does like the big bulk thing that says taco seasoning, but like, let's see what's in here. So this one has cornstarch, salt, sugar, paprika, garlic, more paprika, chili pepper, and then caramel color, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I can't pronounce it. So why don't you just go get, what I do is I use chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, seasoned salt, all of that stuff, and just mix it all up in a bowl and keep it in a jar. See, look, all of these spices, especially right now this week, they've got them on sale for buy two, get one free. So grab your chili powder and your garlic powder and your cumin and your onion powder and your paprika and just the normal black pepper, ground mustard I use a lot, basil, let's see, what else do I use? Cinnamon I use a lot, thyme, turmeric, sage, rosemary, all of these things. Get them all, stock up on them when they're on sale, and you can make all kinds of seasonings like these, or the taco meat seasoning, or Cajun seasoning. We also keep Cajun seasoning at home, parsley, oregano, all of those things, and then stock up on them, and you can make any dry rub or like Mexican blend or anything that you need. You've got the spices, and you didn't go and spend excess money on filler stuff like salt and things in those other spice kits. Also, all of these jars of salsas, the marinara, the spaghetti sauce, the Alfredo sauce, the marinara, see $1.69 for the Kroger brand, $2.99, $3.29, and so on and so forth. But you can make your own marinara for about the same amount of money, really. The $3.29 is going to be about what it costs to make your marinara at home. I have a link to a video, I will put it down below, of how I make the marinara, and it's better than that, honestly, and it's about the same cost, and except it makes a whole pot, not just one little jar. And then also I have a recipe for Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna probably make some soon in a video coming up, stay tuned for that. And it's also the same. See, that's a very small jar, and my hands are small. This is what, 15 ounces? That's ridiculous. You can make your own at home using very few ingredients. I will link the marinara in the description below. These are also a no-no for me. I mean, look at that. I mean, it is vegan, so if you have to be vegan, but there are recipes for vegan macaroni and cheese. And look at this, it's only 24 ounces, which is only 3 cups. Look how small that is. Serves 2.5 for $6. I can make a whole 9x13 for $6. Let's venture down this aisle, shall we? Let's see what we can find. Come on, grab a jacket. All right off the bat, lasagnas or enchiladas or whatever casserole, right? So what's in here? Here's a broccoli, chicken and broccoli something. Meatloaf. This little teeny tiny meatloaf that they claim is family size. Yeah, right. $9. I just posted a video on meatloaf. I'll link it below. Same with lasagna. That lasagna. My family has to get party size just for the 4 of us if we're gonna have enough food for everybody. If it says 12 servings, that is a lie. Or at least it is for my family. And that's $16 almost. I have another video, lasagna. I will link it below as well. Enchiladas, those are amazing. Probably will do a video on those soon. Stay tuned for that. Okay, this is kind of a both. I don't buy it on a normal day-to-day, week in, week out. The little bagel bite pizzas. because I get bagels over in the bread aisle, and I just make up that marinara I just told you about, and I make my own big bagel bites, and then we freeze those. But I do buy them one time a year only, and that is for Christmas Eve. It is a tradition. We call it snacky night. We have snacky foods for Christmas Eve. We do the cheese sticks, we do bagel bites, we do, what else we do, like meatballs, we do pigs in a blanket and little smokies, you know, cheese, fruits, chips and dip, all that stuff. And that's our Christmas Eve dinner every year. That is the only time I buy the frozen bagel bites. Fun fact, did you know that you could make pancakes and waffles and freeze them? That's what we do. I will just make up a bunch of, like, especially if I have eggs that I need to use up or whatever, make up a whole bunch of pancakes, freeze them in between pieces of parchment paper in Ziploc bags, you're good to go. The same with waffles. Make up waffles, let them cool completely so that they're not mushy, and then wrap them lightly in some parchment or whatever, and then stick them in Ziploc, freezer Ziplocs, and freeze them. It's cheaper than that, for sure. Only 6. I'll link that recipe down below too. Same goes for these refrigerated ones. These are great and all, but these are little bitty. $3. And you only get 8. Or $5 for a 2-pack. So yeah. They make them in the grands, or they used to, but I don't see them. I'm telling you, you would spend $5 on the ingredients to make those yourself, and it's much better. We also don't buy yogurt. We used to, or if I do, it's only to get the little teeny tiny one to use as my starter, but make it an Instapot. Because, why? You use 1 gallon of milk, and now the milk has started to come back down at Kroger, and it is now $3.99 a gallon for a gallon of milk at Kroger. So, do yourself a favor, grab your Instant Pot, make yourself a huge gallon of yogurt for less money than one of those costs. Here's one that my kids hate me for. I mean, literally hate. And Colson more so than Bailey. Do y'all buy Lunchables for your kids? I cannot believe how much they cost. $2 a piece. $2, and what do you get? That's it. How many crackers is that? 4? 4 crackers? A teeny tiny bit of cheese. That's not enough lunch for somebody, especially a growing child. And you know, my kids are just gonna eat the cookies and be done, throw the rest of it away. We buy pepperoni and cheese and crackers and whatever they will eat, and we make our own Lunchables. It's easier, I can customize it to what they like, and it's cheaper. Okay, it's summer, it's hot, people are grilling out, people are having cookouts. It's great, right? So let's talk meat for a second, shall we? These are all well and great, and they look so pretty. Right now, this I would, if I was trying something new, because I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not experienced with this, so I would do that just to try to see if I like it. However, now I know this is the Home Chef, and there's usually, I took a look and I don't see any here right now. They must be bought out from Memorial Day. But these pre-skewered kebabs, how many pieces of meat is in there? 3 on each skewer, so you get 6 pieces of meat. That might be 1 pork smoked sausage. That's less than a half of a bell pepper, less than a half of an onion for $7.49. Guys, what is this? And there's 100 of them. All you have to do is soak these in water so that they don't catch on fire on the grill. And then you can put whatever you want on them. Customize it to your liking. If you don't like bell pepper, don't put bell pepper. If you want shrimp, put shrimp. If you want steak, put steak. If you want tomatoes, or if you don't like tomatoes, whatever you want to do, load them up and have at it for a whole lot less. Also, these things, while I'm standing right here, my husband loves shrimp, and I don't know the different ways to cook it and flavor it, but he does, and he can do it, and I'm learning. But for $10, you can get a whole lot more shrimp and just do it at home a whole lot quicker. The variety bowl here is $20. And I don't like shrimp, but he does. But he says that shrimp is not very filling. So, do you spend $20 on something that's not going to fill up your guests, your party guests, or you for dinner? I don't know. That's up to you. I don't know. It doesn't apply to me, but it might apply to you. Also, I have bought these in the past, and we don't like them. They shrivel up to about this big, so they look like a crystal hamburger when you're done, only they're fat. They're like this thick, and they're $10. And at first I was like, ooh, $10, that's 10 patties for $10. I'll pay somebody else $1 a patty to patty them out for me, because I hate doing it. But, life hack, my husband will patty it out for me, because he knows that the raw meat irritates the back of my hands, and the coldness affects my Raynaud's syndrome. So we just suck it up and patty out our own hamburger pies, unless we are doing a huge gathering and we need like 20 plus hamburgers. Then he goes to the meat market and he buys them in the box of already patted out, and it's good meat. They don't shrivel up. That's the only time we buy them pre-patted out. Time for produce. Okay, this is one I do buy. The pre-minced garlic and water. It lasts forever. It is a huge time saver for me. It may not be for you. If you like fresh garlic, then that's awesome. I do not have a garlic press. I don't have any way to do this. I don't really know how to do it. But that is a huge time saver, as much garlic as we go through. So I do purchase this, and I've been buying this one, and I've now noticed that Sam's has one that is bigger than this for about the same, if not a little less. So I'm going to switch to the one at Sam's the next time I need this garlic. This is another no-no. I don't buy these. Look at this. It's the pre-cut up fruit in the produce section. You know, you've seen it before. We've got watermelon chunks, this little bitty bowl, or this one up here cut in spears. This one's $4.99. This one's $5. This one is $10.49. It's just a slightly larger bowl. It's definitely not a whole watermelon. And then there's the mixed fruits, the mixed melons, pineapples, or mangoes, pineapple, berries. Let's go see what the whole fruits are. Well, over here you've got pineapples are 4 for $5. 2 weeks ago they were on the weekly digital deal for 99 cents a piece, and I grabbed 2. Over here the melons are 2 for $5. The honeydew melons, you can get 2 whole honeydew melons and cut it up for one of those bowls. And these this week are $3.97 if you have the weekly digital deal coupon. That's a big watermelon. That's definitely way more than what's in that bowl for $10.49 over there. Then the honeydews are $3.99. These are honeydew. Those over there were the cantaloupe. These are cantaloupe. I don't know why I call them honeydew. It's just been one of those days. It's too hot out. Here again, with these are the veggie kebabs. They are $7.49, and honestly, it doesn't even look that good. Veggies are not that expensive. If you just buy just a couple that you need for that. And see, honestly, if it was us, my husband would not eat the bell peppers or the onions, and I would definitely not eat the mushrooms. So that we would throw away more than half that. And then there's the pre-chopped stuff. This is one that I have been buying, but I'm probably about to stop because the price has gone up. It used to be 2 for $3, and now they're 2 for $4. But now I think I'm gonna just go back to cutting up a head of lettuce myself, and then just do it that way. Here's another one that I don't buy all that often. I know I have bought the cake mixes because they had them marked down to like 80 some odd cents. So I will stock up if they are like super duper super cheap like that. It's just nice to have them in the pantry just in case. Brownie mixes and cake mixes, I don't just have them all the time. I don't just buy them when I want something like a spice cake or a German chocolate or a lemon or something like that. If I'm doing, or a strawberry, I'll make from scratch. I have a really good chocolate one from scratch. Things like that I will make from scratch, because if you have the staples, if you have flour, good chocolate one from scratch, things like that I will make from scratch, because if you have the staples, if you have flour and you have sugar and brown sugar and powdered sugar and you have oils, right? And then you go and get eggs, you've pretty much got everything you need to make all of these. Cocoa, right? Because look at this. You already have to add oil and egg to pretty much any of these. So if you already have to add half of the ingredients, why not just buy the rest of the ingredients for cheaper? Just because it says Dolly Parton doesn't necessarily mean that it's great. It's cute. She's a doll, don't get me wrong. Banana cake, I promise you, I have a from scratch banana cake that tastes a lot like banana bread. It's amazing. Colson asks for it for his birthday cake every year. Icing is another one. Don't backhand icing. Look, 2 of these for $3. You gotta have 2 just to fill an 8-inch cake, right? Ooh, this one comes with sprinkles. There's sprinkles right there. I have an icing recipe that makes a whole mixing bowl full of icing for less than $4. That's all I'm saying. More staples. You got your cocos, your baking powder, your baking soda, which I buy at Sam's in bulk. It's cheaper. You got all the chocolate chips. I also don't buy the name brand. I will buy like the store brand or the generic, like this one is fine. It doesn't have to be fancy, just basic baking ingredients. Yeast, this is $3.29 for like this packet. If you're just in a pinch, then this will be fine. I get mine from Amazon, the Red Star on Amazon. It's a huge brick, and it's like, I want to say he paid $10 or $11 for it. So grab that off of Amazon. Just find your basic staples, and then find where you can get them the cheapest, stock up, and then you're good to go. Summertime. What of this? What do you get? Let's see. What works for you guys? This one? No. How about, I know what'll work for my redheads. This one? What about this one? Nope. I know, everybody uses this one. What about, you cannot go wrong with this one. Very, very good. When you have fair skin, and you have children who have fair skin and red hair and blue eyes, that's what you get. I promise you, it works. We have tried every brand, and someone finally told me, shout out to you, Allison, if you're watching, that that's what works for her kids with red hair. So I got it, and lo and behold, it's amazing. You've got to try it. Whew, it's hot. So that concludes our what I will and what I will not buy at the grocery store. Or at least a few things. I didn't go through all of it. And I don't want you to feel like that if I say I refuse to buy that and you do buy that I'm judging you. I'm not. This is what my family does, and what we don't do. You do you. You do what's best for you and your family. I just know with prices through the roof, and they're only going to get higher, especially this summer, especially with everybody traveling and cooking out and things like that. The food prices are only going to get higher. So if I can show you tips and tricks to save money on your grocery bill, then I'm here for it. I'm here for you. I want to help you. We all need all the help we can get. If we can help each other, then great. That's the whole purpose of this channel. But if that's not helpful for you, then, you know, that's fine. It doesn't hurt my feelings. You can keep scrolling right past my videos and it won't bother me in the least. But if it does help you, then great. I'm so glad that I could help you in some small way to help you through all of this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We got some more coming. I will link all those other videos in the description down below. Whatever I told you there was a link for in the description, look down below. There's a link to my other videos. You can watch those, and maybe that will help also spark some a light bulb moment for you. Maybe it will make you think of something that you haven't thought of before that I haven't thought of. And if so, let me know. We can all help each other out. So I hope you guys have a great week. Stay cool, stay hydrated, drink lots of water. Remember that I love you. I appreciate all the support, and hey to all my new subscribers. And just remember that I love you and God loves you, and there's nothing you can do to change either one of those. Bye.